I'm ready for more. If you fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it.
GA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A first carry for Najee Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. Off to Harris. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys. A great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Good run. Right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now Harris. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
After the interception, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Edwards. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Play action. Now Jackson. Steps away to his left. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks there to make the grab. And the Ravens will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Going to run the toss here to Harris. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front. And can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And Deontay Oweh. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man complete. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there on the catch and run.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run the counter. It's Harris. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 44, Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. 65, 65. Hey, show me that.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Roethlisberger. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They go play action now. Jackson flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Tucker with the extra point, and it is 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check. 52 right here. 52. Here we go. Mike 52. Mike 52.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Jackson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Show that bench release and go. I got you. Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having, because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Mike's 43. For him. 43 is the Mike, boy. 43. Check. 43. Watch the curl.
From the 22, Jackson. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Watch twist. Where? Hey, report.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jackson now off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
No, we changed it. Shit! Watch the shit! 43 is the mark.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, and in for the Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. gain backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Harris. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 57 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Ebron with it over the middle. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Harris. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They run again with Harris. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. A give to Harris. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, They want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And again this time to the tailback. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.